9th July 2025 has been a very important day in the political spectrum of India at present, where we saw that the major trade unions of our country, they came together to organize an all India general strike, primarily against the labor code that is being brought in by the Modi government, and also with it there were certain other agendas also from various sectors of the working class. And so we saw all these trade unions. Some are left wing, or most are left wing, some are right wing. They came together. Some are socialists, centrists, various trade unions, groups, organizations, also various NGOs. They gave support. So all these people, all these groups, all these platforms, they came together to hold this general strike against the BJP government, the policy of the BJP government, the onslaught on the working class that the Modi, Amit Shah, this RSS-led government is trying to bring in. Now, like, why we are discussing this right now, why we are saying this, while we saw various pictures of unity throughout the country, we saw various organizations with various flags, they coming together, blocking roads, shouting slogans, organizing the strike, making the strike happen. In Bihar, we saw leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, along with CPIM General Secretary M.A. Baby, Liberation General Secretary Dibangar Bhattacharya, Tejasvi Yadav, another major leader of the India bloc, who also happens to be the deputy, the leader of opposition in Bihar, a state that is going for elections within a few months from now. So all these leaders, they coming together on the streets of Patna to hold the general strike, to to observe the general strike. While this is one picture that I'm sure most of the anti-BJP individuals of our country, they would be very happy to see, they would be very proud to see that leaders from various political parties, various political groups and blocs, keeping aside their internal differences, they coming together, forging a united platform to fight the BJP. So while this was happening, exactly on the same occasion, on the same date, a completely different a story was seen in West Bengal, a completely different, what do we say this? A picture was observed in West Bengal where Mamata Banerjee, Trinamool Congress, another supposed member of the India bloc, a leader like Mamata Banerjee, who has gone on record so many times in the past 2-3 years, saying that she is claiming that she is the driving force of the India bloc, so on and so forth. Most of those claims might be, seen as rubbish by the other leaders, but whatever. Why I am saying this, while we have been seeing Mamata Banerjee claiming to be a major stakeholder of the India bloc and everything, she absolutely went on record saying that in no way would there be any strike against the BJP in West Bengal. She would not let it happen. As the Chief Minister of West Bengal, she had sent government orders, and this has been her stand not only for the first time in this case, for various occasions for the last several years. We have been seeing this whenever the trade unions, the earlier we saw the Kisan groups when they called for general strike against the farm bill brought in by the Modi government. On all these occasions, Mamata Banerjee went on record saying that she would not let the strike happen in West Bengal. The strike is against the BJP. It's against the Modi government. All the anti-BJP parties, they are joining the strike. So somehow she is an exception where, forget about joining, she won't even allow others to join in the strike. She would, forcefully use her police, use her hooligans of her party to break the strike. She would beat up protesters. She would arrest, jail the political activists who are on the roads against the BJP, and she would be doing this. So therefore, the question here arises that how long is Mamata Banerjee going to be seen by the other parties of the India bloc as an ally? Because see, we are not seeing this for the first time. On several occasions, as we remember last to last year into 2023, when the India, all these political parties, they met in Mumbai, and that was, the days of formulation. Then, all these parties were coming together. The entire this India bloc, this alliance was at a very nascent stage. So one of the main, the slogans that the India bloc came up with, or the main demand that they placed, that they came forward with, was that to ask the BJP government, to compel the BJP government to run the population caste census, to published the data of the population caste census. The caste census data which the Modi government, which the RSS led government was trying to hide, had to be brought in before the people of this country, was the main slogan with which all these political parties, they met in Mumbai. And we remember Mamata Banerjee, she walked out of the meeting. As you would also remember, in 2023, it was, if I'm not wrong, it was in the month of June, I think, 2023. So she walked out of the meeting saying that in no way is she going to support this demand. She is not in favor of bringing in, asking the government to publish the population caste census. She refused to sign the joint statement, the joint charter of demand, the memorandum of demand, and she walked out of the meeting. And she has been doing it all the while. Now, the fact is that numbers count in a parliamentary democracy. Numbers count more so in a situation like today, where the BJP government is running a minority. The BJP is running a minority government at the center. The Modi government doesn't have the full numbers, as we know. They are falling short of the magic figure. They are some 30-35 odd seats down the magic figure, for which they need supports from the other parties. Nitish and Chandrababu Naidu's party, now they have supported the BJP government. So the government is standing on very weak grounds. They don't have the numbers to, pass whichever bill they want to. And also the opposition is a more powerful, it's a stronger opposition this time than it was in the last 2 consecutive terms. So therefore, in such a situation, as we all understand, a party with 29 MPs in the Lok Sabha, like Trinamool Congress, their number counts. But then the bigger question is, whenever, they would join rallies, they would, come up with, they'll shout slogans against the BJP, they'll make statements, they'll hurl abuses against the Prime Minister, all that is fine. But when the real political battle comes in, either they're going to side with the RSS in their core agendas, like what they did in case of caste census. Otherwise, on other occasions, when the entire nation is divided into, the entire polity of the nation is divided into 2 halves. On one side, there's the BJP, on the other side, there are all these political parties. So suddenly, from among these so-called opposition parties of our country, one party like Mamata Banerjee would come up and say that no, our opposition to the BJP is limited only to our speeches and lectures and press conferences. But when time comes for a real fight against the BJP by the working class, I'm going to backstab the working class. I'm going to backstab the peasants of our country, the Kisans of our country, like she did the last time. When the Sangyukt Kisan Morcha, this Sangyukt Kisan Morcha, some of their leaders, they came to West Bengal. They came to West Bengal in 2021 before the assembly elections to campaign for Mamata Banerjee. Then when they are holding the strike to repeal the farm bill, Mamata Banerjee would not let that strike happen in her state. Similarly, here what we saw in case of the trade union, the general strike called by the trade unions. So one time after the other, while a leader, a political party is showing their, kind of a covert understanding with the BJP, because we all know their political compulsion. They have been caught in so many scams. CBI is after them, ED is after them. Many of the ministers have been in jail. Her own nephew is facing corruption charges, facing investigation. So given the situation, and there's job scams that has happened in West Bengal, for which thousands of job seekers, they have lost their jobs. So in this scenario, in such a scenario, just to, save her nephew from getting arrested, save her government from landing up in jail, she would keep on doing this. And then some parties would, project her as a constituent of the India alliance. How long would this go on? Is it fair for the real anti-BJP people of our country, who are willing to see a real political, ideological opposition, real political fight against the BJP? Is it what is happening with Mamata Banerjee? Is it fair on those people? The people who have made Rahul Gandhi, M.A. Baby, Dipankar Bhattacharya, Tejasvi Yadav, all these people, the common masses of our country who have made these people the leaders of the India bloc, who have given these political parties and these leaders the responsibility to fight the BJP. Is it fair on those people to let them get backstabbed by one so-called Mamata Banerjee? So I think that it's a question which all of us, we really need to ask this time.